Let's see what happens here. The start streaming button. I think I have to hit start streaming, which I don't know how loud the audio is. I have some music playing. It's supposed to be like IQ listening music that I found ages ago on Twitter. I totally forgot to put credits in the description, but you know what? I don't stream enough to, I think, justify that just for today. But any description, stuff like that, or any credits, I mean, you can look at the last stream. See what happens, because I have not streamed since what, the collab thing from last time. I do have earbuds in. See, I have a good system. I have a good system this time. I now have PC all the way on that side, so this is like its own kind of setup here. And instead of monitoring the chat and stuff like that from the PC, since it's far, I'm just gonna be using my phone, nice and easy. That does mean that I have to see your channel. Out of handcam. There we go. You know what? The audio sounds pretty good. The sound of my voice, not as much. And the latency is also really nice. At least on my end. Okay. See, this is weird. Because I'm listening to myself about, what is this? 1, 2, 1, 1,000, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 seconds. Alright, we got a 7-second delay. But that's alright. Okay, I'm gonna set this to like 144p so I don't have to like deal with listening to myself on that level. My mouse, look at this. Nice mouse pad, but I'm just gonna hide in case I do need to use it. Oh my goodness, it feels good to be back. Well, not good to be back, but good to, I don't know, have everything somewhat normal. Normal as in the stream. Because it has been, what? You know what? I gotta get rid of this earbud. It's listening to myself. With a delay. It's so weird because it sounds like I'm talking when I'm not. But anyways. The goal for today's stream, which is really odd, mostly because, you know, of course I don't stream, and I don't plan on doing this, I think ever. But I bought this close-up mat and I bought this desk, and I realized, you know what, I could finally do that one stream setup that I always wanted to, which was to have close-up stand for Magic and doing table shuffles, that kind of stuff, and have that like on a stream, or not necessarily not necessarily on a stream, but to be able to do this kind of stuff through video, through like video calls. If I wanted to, I could do this on like Discord, and it would be pretty epic. Oh man, I'm seeing your message count all the way on the screen. And that is about 5 or 6 feet away from me. Yes, ooh, oh yeah, I forgot I did that poll. Yeah, I got a notification saying, oh yeah, you can polls now, by the way. And I was like, alright, bet. And I don't, I don't really have any plans for it. But what's up, Kyle? Good to see you. Always glad to, it's a good feeling, you know, to hit the stream button, basically do no advertisement, and just have people come through. So, as you can see from the title on YouTube, today's plan is to what the hell is the title? Oh, how to cheat at Yu-Gi-Oh 101. All right, yeah, that's why we got the deck box out here. Yeah, I didn't really have anything. I didn't plan this out. I know the title and stuff and all the setup makes it look like I planned everything out, but I didn't. If you can't tell, I already have, or I still have that old, where is it? That old follow. Oh man, that old Twitch follow, what do you call that? Like a follower, yeah, a follower goal. I saw that follower goal from like 2018. So but that's what I've been working on for the past, I don't know, when's the last time we actually talked Magic? It's been literally months. Just on this in the subscription feed. Let's go, baby. But I have been working on a good amount of Magic stuff since the last time we saw each other. The last time I actually did something Magic related for our squad was actually Pam's birthday video. And here's a little, I'm gonna go into it a little bit. It's going to reveal some of the, it's going to reveal one move, but I think that's alright, because in that video, I did do this move here, because in the initial tweet I said, oh yeah, I want to be confident enough to do this IRL. And a lot of people thought that was the move, but the move that I actually wasn't confident in was this one. So if you take a look at the, 6 of clubs, yeah? And that's the change. That was really sloppily. I go back with the 5 of hearts. There you go. I did flash a little bit there. And, yeah. So as you can tell, I'm still not used to that. But the table shuffle and stuff, I have been really loving, because I have been missing out. I have not had one of these mats in a long time, and close-up mats are a very Magic specialty product. These things are like, I spent like 40 bucks on this, and you could just get like a big, mouse pad. Over here I've got the Linus pad, but the problem with the Linus pad, specifically, is that it's a mouse pad. It's not meant for sleight of hand card magic. And the thing that separates them is something that a magician named Vernon called the elevator principle, which means that for a close-up mat, be good for magicians, or really anybody that plays cards. The entire point is to pick up the cards really easily, and so you need to push on the card from the corner, have it pick up from there. Now it is pretty good right now, just because the mat's sitting on top of another mat, so there's lots of space. But this on its own, as much as I like it, as much as I think it's funny, it doesn't work for card magic. So I've been working on the thing that's on my mind right now is gambling routines. And that's part of the reason why I'm doing this stream specifically, because at work I actually have a casino themed like event going on. And I want to make sure that, well, they asked me to do magic, and I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm not being paid, but it's like, saves me from volunteering for any of the other stuff. So, gambling themed stuff is what I've been focusing on for the past week. Roll up my sleeves here just because. Now, gambling stuff. I don't know how much experience you have with that. I don't know if you've ever been to a casino. We've talked about it. We've joked about it. Let's go to Vegas. But I will never. Well, I mean, I might, but the chances of me gambling are very low. Now, let me show you why. So let's say that we wanted to have one specific card. Let's use the Ace of Spades here. And I might switch decks afterwards because this does look a little off in the light, but this is the lo-fi playing card. Love the design of this one. Let's say we want the Ace of Spades, yeah? And you know what? Let's put that somewhere in the middle of the deck. So now we know that Ace is lost forever, yeah? Once you start shuffling it, you can tell that these are real shuffles. That ace is going to be lost. And now, I know there's a bit of a delay here, Kyle. So once I ask you this question, I'll talk a little bit more after that, but I want you to give me any number between 1 and 52. And the Ace of Spades will be at that number. Now, type that the moment you hear it, or type that number the moment you hear it, which is going to be a few seconds, or if not a few seconds, at least like a minute after I say it. But the reason why I'm saying that is so I can show you how unfair this can be. This is going to be all sleight of hand that I'm going to use to get that ace to the center, or not the center, but to that position in the deck. 43, so that's going to be, immediately I know it's going to be towards the lower end of the deck, yeah? Well, let's count them out. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 43. Now, 20 cards of 52 cards in a deck, yeah? 52 cards in a deck. And 26 is about halfway, so we go 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And how much more do we have? Well, let's just keep counting. I'm bad at math. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Cal, if you were one off, if you said 44, you might have ended off at the ace of clubs. Ace of clubs, but not the ace of spades. And if you said 42, you might have ended up at the 9 of spades. But remember, we wanted the ace of spades. And 43 is exactly the ace comes from. So this is a move that I'll actually tell you exactly how I did this, because I'm going to be raising awareness about cheating, specifically in card games. This one is called a second deal, and you know what? I'm gonna take out expert at the card table. This thing is like from what year is this? 1902. So these moves are that old, and the move itself is called the second deal. And just as the name says, you deal the second card from the top. So let's say that we have the ace of spades. You know, I'm gonna switch decks. As much as I like the lo-fi playing cards, look at that little cassette thing. In this specific light, it's not looking too well. So I am going to be using the B casino cards. These are nice and classy. Nice diamond back design. So let's use, oh, perfect. Ace of spades is already up on top. I guess I did this trick last time as well. Oh, look how much more that popped. But the first part to this is rolling up your sleeves. The first part is to push off that top card and literally just grab the second card and slide it out. At speed. You shouldn't be able to tell that I'm dealing. Second card from the top. If I turn the card face up, you might see this will look really pretty. It'll almost look like that second card melts through the top card. And once you turn the card face down, it's pretty much imperceptible. The right angles, no one's going to be able to tell. So that's the second deal. And I thought about how we can connect this to the art of cheating with Yu-Gi-Oh! Because, let's face it, we're not going to be out, gambling or whatever. The chances are way higher that we'll end up playing a weeby game like this. Put this off to the side. So, how would this look? Now, Yu-Gi-Oh! One of those games where you only need one card. In this case, this is a Dragunity deck. Updated as of like 2020, so this is pretty old. But it uses a field spell as one of the main, the main points of the deck. without this one field spell, you're not gonna be able to basically run the, you're not gonna be able to run the deck, and that's why you have 3 of them in here in this deck of 40. Now, once you use Yu-Gi-Oh cards, though, it's very, very different from playing cards. Because for one, playing cards you can bend, yeah? Do this. You can palm cards like this. And you can even, and especially, you can riffle shuffle. None of these things are possible with the Yu-Gi-Oh card deck. For one, the cards have a sleeve on them. Also, you can bend them, but you really don't want to bend your cards because each of these cards costs money. And so when you see people usually play Yu-Gi-Oh, you end up doing this kind of shuffle where they weave the cards into each other, and I'll try to get a better angle on that camera, like this. And this is only possible because of the sleeves here. If you just apply a little bit of pressure, those cards will just weave into each other. So instead of the riffle shuffle, that's what you do. And also, the deck is massive. This is like half the length of my thumb. Take a look at a regular deck of cards that only goes up to about like 2/3. And that is a massive difference. But you'll also notice that there's no borders on the card. And if you want to do seconds, it does make it look really good. I lost track of that field spell earlier, but we can use Monster Reborn for this one. Exactly, thick Yu-Gi-Oh cards. There we go. So let's use this Monster Reborn and see how this looks on camera. 2, 4, 5. Monster Reborn. Now let's go with the obvious though. When people play Yu-Gi-Oh, they don't deal out cards like they gamble. They deal out cards really fast like this. And it still works. It still works. Thing is, so many of the other things you need to do to get this Monster Reborn to the top are different compared to what you would use with a normal deck. And now we're going to talk about controlling cards. So let's say you want the Monster Reborn in your hand, yeah? And you don't know where the card is. So let me legitimately shuffle it into the deck now. You don't know where it is. And if you walk up to a table, you're ready to play some Yu-Gi-Oh, you're going to have to know where that Monster Reborn is before you try to control it to the top. So you can do that really simply. The way I've done it is to literally just go through the deck, act like you're counting the cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, make sure you have all your cards with you, and then once you find the card that you need, Monster Reborn, you literally just cut the deck at that point and bring it to the top. And once it's at the top, you can shuffle, and split the deck into 2 and do the shuffle I talked about earlier, but see how this stays up top. Put those cards, yeah, streamer, what are you talking about? I literally never do this, I'm just having fun right now, dude. Alright, Icebox, I don't know if you play Yu-Gi-Oh! Watch that Monster Reborn, man. We're gonna do some shuffling. We're gonna lose it into the deck. We're also going to cut the cards. We're going to give it one of these shuffles. The ones where you mix it in like that. And then, Icebox, give me a number from 1 through 40. 1 through 40. And while you, while we wait for the latency, 20. Alright, perfect, 20. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You asked for 20. I remember I did shuffle this beforehand. 20, wait, no, what? Oh, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I totally remember one card, right? And that is the Monster Reborn. So hopefully you got it right. There it is. There it is. We got it. Yeah, you can literally cheat in Yu-Gi-Oh with this. I have experience cheating in Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, just to show you, like, they're not all Monster Reborns or anything. Yeah, this is a Dragunity deck. And here's the thing, yeah? And Icebox, it looks like you had some experience with this. If you want to come back to it, after watching this stream, you will be able to be better than better than you used to be, even if you're using a deck from like 2018, because you can get the perfect hand, literally. So, Monster Reborn. How many pots of... Imagine, dude. Best practice, if you play Yu-Gi-Oh, is for the other person to actually cut your cards when you're done shuffling. Now, I haven't seen too many people actually do this recently, but if they cut the cards, that means that even if you had it in a stack or something, or if you knew the location of a card, if the Monster Reborn's up on top here, boom, boom, the entire stack is messed up. And one easy, very, very easy way for you to get around this is, let's say you have the Monster Reborn up top, you're just gonna cut it yourself to about here. So it's not exactly in the middle, it's just a little bit less than middle. Because if you notice, every time that somebody cuts the deck for you, it's going to be plus or, about right in the middle, plus or minus 5 cards. So as long as the card is underneath that, you're gonna be safe. Because remember, in Yu-Gi-Oh, you deal out a hand of 5 from the top to yourself, and that's always going to end up being either directly in your hand or really close next to it. So that's a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh cheating for you. But let's recap. If you want to have a Monster Reborn, I'm going to legitimately shuffle it in here. Going to look through the deck, found the Monster Reborn, cut it, bring it to the top. And of course, you still need to shuffle, so I'm going to do an overhand shuffle like this. And jog one card on top of the Monster Reborn. Continue shuffling. jogged card is still here, so I know if I put my thumb on that, I can cut directly to the Monster Reborn no matter how I shuffle. And nobody knows what happens there, so you're free to just shuffle the deck like this. If you want, you can do the riffle shuffle. Don't do this in actual like Yu-Gi-Oh though. This is like that's not something you do. And yep, still up top. And of course, you can deal out as many cards as you like. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4. If I want it to be at the 6th position, I can go 5, 6. If I want it to be at position 7, starting from here, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Monster Reborn. And the funny thing about this is that actually all the cards are Monster Reborn now. Okay. I don't know how well that worked on camera. But... You know what? I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. Now, of course, this also applies to regular card games. Yu-Gi-Oh is just the most fun thing that I like to mess with, though. So let's do a little bit of a trick, man. What have I been working on recently? I've been working on the sandwich effect. Now, if you don't know what a sandwich effect is, it's the premise is that the cards are literally sandwich, and that's how magicians find the cards. So I'm gonna set this up here. Deck. But of course, you know, if I'm shuffling the deck, then everything's already been set up, yeah. Now, for sake of example, I'll just riffle down and find a random. Quickly gonna build a house of cards. I don't do that shit. Let's take a random card here. It's the Jack of Hearts in this case. Now, I'm showing it to you. Obviously, I can see it because I can see my screen. But the fun part is when you use the 2 queens that help up top, get that card directly from the center. There you go, the Jack of Hearts. Looking more interesting. Turn that Jack face down, yeah? The Jack face down, and we'll put it directly into the middle. And you can actually see that card is in the middle there, yeah? Which is really fun for me, because I get to really mess with the camera angles now. And this, hopefully, should almost look like camera magic. There it is, there it is. Let's try that one more time though. And this will be really, really interesting because happens that quick. From the 2 queens, 1 card appears, and that happens to be two queens. Hopefully that worked on camera, I'm not sure, but I have been loving this kind of effect. So you can really tell right now they really have no structure though, right? No structure to the stream. I'm just going on as I go on. Even that didn't make sense. Like literally, the last time I streamed was what? Like the collab stream with Alex, and that was months ago, wasn't it? Let's do some more gambling stuff. Go off its fun. Hell yeah, hell yeah. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Some more gambling stuff. I don't know if you were here for it, but I was going over a move called the second deal. So essentially, that's taking the top card, Ace of Spades, and just keeping it on top. No matter how many cards I deal out. So if I want to deal out another hand to these players here, keeping it up on top for myself. And I love this move. Love this move. And I'll have the card face up so you can see. Oop, there you go. A little bit of flash there. It should look like that card almost melts through the top there. Now I went over that with Kyle already. But another fun little bit is actually the bottom deal. So let's say I want the Ace of Diamonds, yeah? 1, 2, and I want it at the 5th position. 3, 4, 5th position. Didn't they do that in... Oh, yeah, Darby. Oh, Darby, dude. I don't actually remember too much about what he was actually, you know, like, doing in the show. because I gotta be honest, I sped through part 3. I just in like 2 days. But this stuff is like classic, and if it was in JoJo, I wouldn't be. If this is what he used in JoJo, I wouldn't be surprised. Second deals, bottom deals. All the cards by touch. Oh, bro. That sounds like that sounds like some anime bullshit, right? To like have each card feel different slightly, and then just be able to tell like what those cards are. There's somebody like that IRL, bro. His name is Richard Turner, and you can look him up. I actually have a deck of cards from him. Do I? Oh, it's on the other side of the room. But Richard Turner is a blind magician. He didn't used to be blind. He lost his vision at the age of what, like 20, I think. And right now he is the most respected card shark in the world. Yeah, but Richard Turner, the blind guy, and you can hand him, like, I can hand him the deck I have right now. This is legitimately shuffled, and he could probably like deal out 4 aces if he wanted to. I don't know how the hell he does it. I got to meet him one time at a convention, and dude, the stuff he was doing was legitimately like scary. Cause like, first of all, he's blind, right? So you know he's not like reading markings or anything like that, and he's like not keeping track of a card. He's not doing a card tracking. Well, he is, but with his fingers. It's just the craziest shit, dude. I did see. Show you, we do have the full deck here. This is going to be another little thing that I like doing. So I'm gonna get the cards face up and face down. I'm gonna mix them up every which way. You can see these cards really are getting messed up. I don't want the jokers though, so I'm gonna get rid of the jokers. And this is going to be this is something that's called a sloppy shuffle. So that's when you have face up cards and face down cards, and the entire thing just looks terrible. But the best thing about the slop shuffle is that for a magician, it's a nice little challenge to be able to put all the cards back together, right? Because now you have face down cards. Yeah, well, I didn't get all of them, but you have like face down cards and face up cards and face up cards and face down cards, every which way. But of course, if you're a magician, you'll be able to get them all facing the exact same way. Another thing I want to show off here, while I guess I'm in this mood, is false shuffling. Now I did a little bit of this with the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but it wasn't the full deck false shuffle because it only wanted one card, right? That was Monster Reborn. So this is going to be a full deck false shuffle. I don't know if you've noticed that. But I actually invite you to take a really close look at what's called split, the riffle, and after the riffle, put the cards back together and you cut them again, and do a few cuts. Now I told you that this is going to be a full deck false shuffle, but we don't know, or well, you guys didn't know what order the cards were in, right? So you can't tell if the full deck was, if the order was kept. And that's why I actually sorted the deck completely by color. All black cards on the bottom, all red cards up top. So that's a false shuffle. And one thing to keep in mind is that I'm actually not very good at this. If you could look really closely, like if you run it back, you'll be able to see the moment where I strip these cards out into 2 separate packets. And like looking at it now, like yeah, I can totally see that. The people that are actually good at this, like, you cannot tell. Even like me, someone who like, or even if you like go on YouTube and look up a bunch of tutorials and really know how everything's done, even if you know what's happening, you're not gonna be able to catch it. It's kind of like the second deals, right? Because well, at least I can tell from the camera, and especially when I'm watching other people, I can't tell which ones are second deals, which ones are real deals. And I was doing like both of those throughout here. Honestly, that's the fun part about all this gambling stuff. It's that you really can't tell when people are cheating. And one thing to keep in mind though, when it comes to card cheating, and if you ever go out and like actually do some of this stuff, card cheating is meant for people that do the games for a living. So that means they play a lot of games. And they're not looking to get, you know, a 100% win rate every game, because that's suspicious if you keep on winning. And also it's really tough, because you have to constantly be like, there's so many more opportunities to mess up. So the entire point of card cheating is to make your odds go from 50-50 to 51-49. So just that little bit of an edge over everybody else, done over the course of like 1,000 games, will make it so that you always come out up top. Oh wow, look at that focus. That is terrible. There you go. I'm gonna do another little thing I've been working on, and this is called the, well, I don't have a name for it. But I would have 4 cards selected, and since we don't have people to actually pick cards here, I'm just going to pick, let's just use the 4 aces. And of course, to find the 4 aces, we're gonna have to find them, yeah? Got it. Find the first one. About position 32, I believe is where it was, right? Over here. You know, I know that because right next to the 6 of diamonds. Now you know what's going to happen. I'm going to find those aces, but this is going to be... It's going to be different, because now you know what's going to happen. Now you're watching my hand and the deck, and you're watching the table. You're keeping an eye on exactly... focus, focus. You have an idea of what to look for. Yeah? All up the stakes. All up the stakes. I'll find the next ace, just one hand. Ready? And then 1, 2... I did say I was going to find it in one hand, but I didn't say which. And the second one, or well, the third one, well, there's 2 parts of this. Because I did say that I was going to find it in one hand, you know, didn't say which, blah, blah, blah. Goes into this hand where you're not looking. The thing is, when we're watching this card, oh crap, I ended up finding this one. I just dropped a card. Where is it? It's on the floor somewhere. That is probably the next ace that... Since I messed that one up, we'll make up for it. Over here. Ace of clubs. Now that's finding 4 cards one by one. I think it's a lot more... Well, not impressive. Like, I guess it is impressive, but to me it's a lot more satisfying to find all 4 at the same time. Woo! That 4 ace production trick. This is one that I'm going to be, well, this week actually, I'm going to be doing more stage-oriented stuff, and I put this one together because I wanted it to have a trick that I could do on a stage, and have it play big. So that's like everything that I do here is like, you can see that really clearly even if you're 10 feet away, and all the production and stuff like that are really clear as well. The tough part about this one though is that when I actually do this trick, it's going to be again with 4 selections, right? So 4 people are going to select different cards. Let's say you choose... Wow, I really got to get better lighting. Let's say you choose like the 3 of diamonds, right? See it in the middle there. Clearly see it in the middle. Clearly see it in the middle. Oh, flash! Dang it! Yeah, you saw it. You saw the palm from the corner. What's the fastest trick you can do? Honestly, probably the sleight I just did. So that's what, this card to pocket. So 5 of diamonds, right? Let's do this. I can also do... It's less about fastest tricks, right? Because even if you do a trick really quickly, some people won't catch it. Oh! It's probably got to be this one because I've been working on it the most. So this is the... Well, I'll show the full ring routine. I feel like I haven't done this in a while. So this starts off... Oh, let me go through the pattern. This is brand new pattern. Pattern is just scripting. What's up, everybody? Oh, fuck. Try again. Roll it back. Hi, sorry to interrupt everybody. My name is Lind. I'm here to show you a little bit of magic. I've been hired by so-and-so to show everybody, you know, a few tricks. Would you like to see something? Oh, perfect. Now, I love sharing magic. But before we start, a little disclaimer. The magic starts when I take off my ring. And the magic stops when it comes back on. No, that was quick, right? Magic starts, and one hand. It's strange, isn't it? But here's the thing. If I take the ring off, and then immediately put it onto another finger, well, then the magic has started and stopped, but no magic has actually happened. And that's what makes it weird, because now, that ring just might seem to pop right off. I'll hand the ring out for inspection, let people check that out. I don't know how, I really don't know how good that looked on camera. I haven't done this kind of stuff in a long oh, well, this kind of stuff as in the routine for camera. Look nice? Hell yeah, hell yeah. But here's the second phase, and I think you'll really like this one. Because I'll just put the ring into this hand, give it a squeeze. Actually, you might see that it turns into a big shiny coin. And that, I think, is a really good segue into all the coin work that I do. Here we go. So, 3 silver coins. Of course, they might not be silver, since we're across the camera, you can't actually tell, but hopefully you can hear that ring. There you go. And now the best part about this, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's misdirection. But what is misdirection? A lot of people have misconceptions about it. Some people think it's sight. So if I show you this coin here and hide it, pretend to grab it in this hand, some people might think that the coin is there. They go, oh, look over there, and then secretly take the coin away. It might work on some people, but misdirection isn't about sight, it's about attention. And that's what makes this so powerful, right here, right now for you, because it's on screen. Sight won't work as well. If I try to reach in my pocket and grab a new prop, you're going to immediately see that, because your eyes are seeing the screen. You don't have to take in a field of view that's 270 degrees. And right now, that means I can't use sight. I'm going to have to use attention. And right now, you don't know where to direct your attention. You don't know what's going to happen. Which makes this really fun. Watch the second one go. 1, 2. You know what? Sometimes I flub it. Who did that? I have a spare. You know what? Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. We've all had that problem, right? We've all had that problem. Oh my god, dude. Alright, so it goes from here to here. There you go. I remember where we are now. I remember where we are. Here with 3 coins. Yeah, 3 coins. Catch this one. Eesh. Okay, that didn't look too bad. That didn't look bad. And here's the most fun part though. At this point, I would tell somebody, "Oh, I got a big reaction at you, but you, I didn't really get a big reaction." And then I would go in 1, 2, 3. Watch that last one go. Now, if that one didn't work, you'll know exactly why, because it's based on sight. I point at one person, I point at the other person, and that's when the sleight happens. Skill issue, literally skill issue, dude. Hey, but I came back. And more stuff that doesn't work. This, right? Give that away. Now, for me, that seemed really obvious. Hopefully it worked. I mean, I don't see it realistically working, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Now, do you play Yu-Gi-Oh at all? Oh, I do have one coin thing that I want to test out on camera. This is a 1 coin trick, and I might have to play with the angles a little bit. Pure sleight of hand right here. So if I fail, there literally is a skill issue. No, we're good. Hopefully that one looked alright. That's carbon. Exploding Kittens, Lamau. Yeah, I haven't played that since like high school, man. Now let's see, is it possible to cheat at Exploding Kitten? Oh, imagine cheating at Cards Against Humanity. That would be the funniest shit, dude. Oh yeah, now that we have Nowie here, I don't know if you're catching the sleight of hand demonstration word. But Nowie, I'm going to clearly shuffle the cards, alright? See that they are very, very clearly being shuffled. What's up? Oh, we got an actual Twitch viewer. No way. Oh, I guess Isox was a Twitch user. Let's try this. Either Risk or Nowie, name a number between 1 and 52. And you are going to choose, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to choose the Ace of Spades. What am I doing? And you know what? I'll keep shuffling. I'll keep shuffling while we get a number. It's going to help me practice as well. 43.7. You know what's messed up? Isox also chose 43. Are you guys actually connected or something? Or did you scroll up and see Isox's number? Because that's actually crazy. I like me some Yu-Gi-Oh! Gunpla and card tricks, so I am here. Oh, I forgot I left all of that stuff, like all the tags from like the previous 5 streams on there. Alright, 43.7. Alright, sure, we'll do the 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh, you couldn't have chose a better number now? Oh god, I forgot what number we're at. I'll leave this here, somebody just tell me what number we were at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, crap. 1, 2. Somebody let me know. I legit forgot what number I was at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 21. 31. Get me honest. If it wasn't 31, just scream at me. 32, 33, 34, 35. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Oh, I forgot they had the emotes on. There you go, Ace of Spades. Good job now, you did. That was so scuffy. I had no idea what was going on. Oh, yeah. So I'm multi-streaming right now, so I got this connected to YouTube as well as Twitch. Yeah. So that restream stuff I set up like a year ago, and I barely touch that anymore. Well, I barely touch streaming at all. I'm surprised anybody found my stream. Do I know you? Wait, let me put it over here. So do I know you at all? Because the fact that somebody can pop into the stream that isn't part of like my squad is honestly crazy. But you know what? That makes it fun. That makes it fun because we can do something. We can do something just for this occasion. How does that sound? How's that? Box here. The lid. This. There we go. Perfect. I don't even know whomst you are whomsted of? Whomst? The algorithm is working? I wish. So let's do a fun little card trick. So Risk, I'm going to have a card selected for you. Now usually when I have a card given out to somebody and I want to make sure that there's no other cards like it, I have them sign their name across the face of that card. In this case, I would have to write your name on it or something like that, but I could have duplicates. I could, off screen, have another card that has your name on it. So instead, tell me to draw something on a card. So, oh wow, look the way, like, my avatar just walked into frame. Shut up, Nowie. So, something simple that you think I could draw. Or, something complex. That way you know for sure it's a one of a kind. Oh. If I could find... There we go. Bicycle. The most popular brand, I think, in the world, not just the United States. popular for a reason. I almost flashed the QR code that takes you directly to my IRL business card. That's crazy. 4 of hearts. All right, perfect. You know what? Well, since it's a signed card, let's just use something that we know has more space. Let's go with the let's go with the 2 of diamonds. Now, this wasn't your choice, but I want you to give me something that I could draw. But there is an emote. Oh, you guys are gonna love this. Stupid magic prop that I bought a few weeks back. So, normal Sharpie, right? But if I ever mess up a trick, I can just go like... it's the dumbest little thing I've ever bought. Teasing this. Who are you? Who even are you, Alex? You know what? Let's do something. Alright, cool. I'm in your walls. I'm in your walls. Risk. Realize me. Did you just neuralize me from Naui? And I will draw an Among Us. Stupidest thing I've ever seen. Let's focus. I'm in your walls from Risk, and you just neuralize me from Naui. Now we can agree. I'm trying to give. Oh yeah, I forgot you actually have. Yeah, you can actually die from this. No, you're fine. No, screw you. I'm not doing the entire script to strike. That would be funny if I had an entire deck of cards and each card just had like the script for it. But we'll go through my standard routine because I think this will be really be fun. We have the signed bicycle playing card. Plenty of space. I'm going to cut the deck really fairly. Yeah. All I have to do is give it a rub to the little table. That's some bullshit. You already know something's happened, right? I don't have to give a rub to the table or anything, but your card does do something a little similar. Not with the rubbing, but with the color of the table. We don't know for sure yet, though, right? If it's your card until we turn it over and see that it is, in fact, the 2 of diamonds that's signed that says, did you just neuralize me from Naui? I really like this. And can you get another... Let's get another number. Somebody else a number between 1 and 52. Whoever I see first. Whoever I see first. A number from 1 to 52. Because I want to try this one more time. 18 from Ice Fox. Any reason why you chose 18, Ice Fox? No, just curious. Why do you choose 18? Let's go 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. The 18th card is this. And I'm gonna see it too. I gotta be honest. When I do tricks like this, especially on camera, I can't have you see the card and me not know it because I am literally looking at my screen. So just watch that forward space, yeah? Same thing is going to happen. Give it a snap and your card turns. Here's the thing. Your card is blue. But the 4 of spades is the one card that doesn't work with this trick. It ends up turning blue, but it's not inside the deck. See, it's weird doing this without an audience, right? But hopefully that was a good trick for you. And of course, now we're at a weird spot where we don't know where your card is. If I go through, you might notice that your card's actually just not there. And if you're wondering where it is, no, it's not inside the box. That's for later. The card's actually inside my pocket. I'm in your walls, and the card's inside my pocket. This is so stupid. Kyle, really? Oh no! Oh Kyle! Oh Kyle! All right, let's put this away. And this one's gonna be a really fun one. This is going to be a trick that uses usually when I do this trick, I use two people. So I have one person on the left, one person on the right, and I do this for them. In this case, I'm just gonna improvise it. We'll just see what happens. So you can see that this is still your card. I'm in your walls. Did you just paralyze me? We're gonna put it, say, right over here. And we're gonna put something else on top of it. Yeah, put the Sharpie on top, so that way we know it's not going in. Let's use another card. Let's use the whatever's up on top. That's the 9 of clubs. Yeah, the 9 of clubs. So remember the 9 of clubs and remember the 2 of diamonds. Yeah. If I want to switch those cards, I'm going to have to move that Sharpie out of the way. That's what's fun about the map. Or if you don't want to focus, that's fine. This actually diamonds. 2 is here. And underneath the Sharpie has to be the 9. Let's try that again. This time, I'm gonna mix up the cards so we don't know which is which. I'm gonna do some false takes. Do this. And if you saw me doing the second deals earlier, you should probably not be able to tell which card is which. And usually at this point, I would tell somebody, all right, which card do you want? Card 1 or card 2? But sure, we'll do that. We'll do that. Which card do you want me to put onto the table? Card 1 or card 2? And this will be entirely up to you. Don't feel pressured to take one or the other, even though one's right in front of you. This one, card 1, card 2. Anybody? Card 2. Alright, card 2 from Kyle. So card 1, card 2. So card 2 goes onto the table, alright? Right here. This one is a 9 of clubs. And if you remember, don't forget, remember we have the 9 of clubs and the 2 of diamonds, right? And this time, I won't even touch the cards together. From across the table. Diamonds. And 9 of clubs. This is one of my favorite effects. It's called the transposition. Transposition of 2 cards. Credit to Niccolo Capo for this. I love this routine. Now, some of you were here earlier, and I gave through my entire, I did my entire spiel on like sleight of hand and that kind of stuff, but for this last one, I want to make sure that we do something that isn't sleight of hand. I want to do something that should be, that appears to be, impossible. And to do that, I'm going to give the deck a shuffle. 2 shuffles. For 3 packets. Like this as well. All the cards are different. The card is somewhere in this mess. Now I did say that this is going to be impossible, right? And it's tough for me because all of this, if you can't tell already, has been pretty much like entirely improvised. And so we have an emergency on our hand. And I don't know if you can tell. This little box that has been in view the entire time says emergency use. And the reason why I had it out front all this time was because I had a feeling. Feeling that we would have a card signed. 2 quotes. One that says, "Did you just neuralize me from Naui?" And one that says, "I'm in your wall." And I think that would be possible. My name is Lind. I am a magician. Thank you very much for watching my set. And this box over here is for any tips. Thank you very much. And that is the end of my close-up routine. Thank you very much. Here's the fun part. That actually is your card, dude. If you go through, there's literally there's just one. Where's my dad? Hold on, I got you. Ah, sorry, buddy. I mean, I'm working on that one, but you know, you can't do everything, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's Dox yourself, you coward. Lamau. You know what? Once I become a Magic Castle member, I might. Once I... if anybody's ever in the Los Angeles area, and you need a magician to come do some magic for you, oh, hit me up. I forgot if I put my Twitter on my channel. I straight up haven't checked. I haven't checked my Twitch in ages. Oh yeah, I think I'm at 68 subscribers right now. My goal for today is to get to 69. That's my one goal. Or it's 68 on YouTube, I think. Follow me on YouTube. Oh, do it. Do it. Subscribe. It's Lind _. That's the channel name. Alright, dude, I have not read like the chat. Free of charge for what? Free of charge for the show? For you guys, honestly, like if you're in LA and you want a show, bro, hey, come through. Let's go, baby. Go 100 messages. Thanks, Restream. Oh man, oh that's lots of fun. So yeah, that's the 2 of diamonds I'd have ruined forever. Just kidding. I have here's a secret. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Remember, I'm a professional. I do this for money. I do this at gigs. So I need to give out a lot of cards. And if I give out different cards each time, then the deck is gonna keep getting smaller, and that's why I end up I give away 2 of diamonds. Yeah, but this was a one-of-a-kind card, and that's my favorite bit. It's my favorite bit about all of this. Just don't go back and watch the video in slow motion. That trust me, that'll ruin it for you. Exodia Obliterate. Yo, hell yeah, Exodia Obliterate. Should we go back to the Yu-Gi-Oh cards there? Magic? What's that? What's with the old man jacket? Bro, I gotta look dapper. Oh, I forgot I left the extra deck out here. I gotta look dapper out here, bro. Can't be a magician without a oh, hold up. Come on, bro. Come on. Is this not the ultimate drip? Is this not the best drip you've ever seen in your life? Don't ignore me. Okay, don't worry, yeah, I got you. Yeah, delayed. This dude's from New Zealand, alright? The funny part is, there's more lag for myself watching my own stream than there is for Icefox. I don't know how that happened. But let's do... I want to practice this Yu-Gi-Oh stuff more. So for context, this is a Dragoonity deck. Yes, I'm a nerd. I play Yu-Gi-Oh, or at least I did. Look at that shiny Monster Reborn. Only one of these in the deck. And I'll briefly just go through to show you that there are no others. And just for demonstration. No, Alex, do not wear the Ahaga hoodie. I'm gonna shuffle this one Monster Reborn into the deck, yeah? Because if we really want to cheat at Yu-Gi-Oh, we're gonna have to be controlling cards. Now, in this specific deck for Dragoonities, the cards that you need, you're gonna have 3 of. So it'll actually be pretty easy to control those if you want to. But for cards like with the Monster Reborn that I have, it's going to have to be a little different. We're good. Somebody else, a number between 1 and 40, because there are 40 cards in this deck, and the Monster Reborn will be at that one spot. And this I have done so many times today, or I mean, well, during this stream. But I think it's just a really fun, like, way to not only practice, but like show what sleight of hand can do. 34. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll remember where I am this time. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wait, 34 is going to be all the way at the end. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. I did say the Monster Reborn would be at that spot, didn't I? There we go. And if you're one off, you might have gotten Dragoonity Divine Lance, and if you were one more, you might have gotten Dragoonity Armor Messeltane. That's my favorite. Look at all those numbers. Thanks, latency. Root of 121 times 2. 22? 8. I got my math. Wait, is it 121? Yeah, it's 22. Yeah. I'm a smart boy. I remember my math. I totally didn't read that comment earlier and just figure it out so I could say it quicker and pretend that I read it for the first time a second ago. That's not something that I would ever do. But just because I'm feeling like it. Let's go through what happened there. So if you want to control one card in Yu-Gi-Oh, let's say you have a shuffled deck for the first time, you just find the card you want, cut it, bring it to the top. And this is my favorite. This is my favorite little. So you do a regular overhand shuffle, get a few up top. The next card you just bring back. The rest go on top, any which way you want, nice and messy. So from the front, it just looks like, you know, really messy shuffle. But from the back, one sticking out. And since that one is on top of the card you want, you just push up, cut the deck, up on top. And then while you're here, since it's up on top, you can do all like the shuffles you want. And as long as you cut the deck to the point where it's still up on top, it's gonna be fine. Watch where that top card is. Top. Another one of these. If you drop cards, even better. Makes it look even more fooling. Cut the deck, fill up on top. And then once you have that, we have the second deal. So pushing one card off and dealing the second card at the top. Like this. And if you do this 34 times, you can have it appear exactly where you want it to. Now let me do it face up so you can see. It almost looks like that card just melts out of the top. Or the second card melts out of the top. And that is something you can do in games if you really want to. If you really want to. But just because it's an actual sleight of hand move, and it is angle reliant, because if you get it like from this angle, it doesn't look nearly as good. At least in my opinion. But from this angle, it's imperceptible. There we go. And this is a really old move. Like, this is like 1902, probably pre-1902. This is like from the 1800s. And it does require just a little bit of practice, but it's way better than like bottom dealing. And I'll show off. I'll do the bottom dealing just because I think it's stupid. Some people do use this. Pros use bottom deals, but like, bro, I could. No. Watch that monster reborn. Let's go. Say I want to go deal down 5 cards and then 1 for myself. 1. Focus. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 from. See how tough this is? There you go. So if you can, all these cards are gonna be bottoms. Wow, what a sentence. Yeah, this one's a tough one. Now remember, Yu-Gi-Oh cards do have sleeves, so these are way tougher. Regular cards are much easier to deal with, and this one, oh my goodness, the seconds are so. Like, you can do the seconds really slow. Just watch. All of these cards are second deals. Oh, it's so satisfying. Which one of the cards for a piece of cheddar? You know what? The fact that this is like an orange, like, the fact that the deck here is orange is like so funny to me, because it really does look like a block of cheddar. That'd be a funny match, right? If you could swap it, if you could like swap that out for a block, like just of cheese, and be at a. Have you seen that one video of the guy playing Yu-Gi-Oh and he just brings it all out of McDonald's bag? Like, he takes out the mat, and then he takes out like a hamburger wrapper, and he opens it up, and it's the it's the deck, and then he comes out again with the drinks, and inside the drinks are the dice. I love that video, dude. Every single craft slap. That would be so funny. But I actually do. The funny thing is, I actually do a trick almost like what you're talking about. Thing is, it's like block keys would be funny, but this one's really nice because I can hand out the deck to somebody, and I'll show you what it looks like in motion. The rest of the comes like a clear block, and this thing kills people, dude. This thing kills me. This is like my closer for all close-up effects. I love this thing, dude. Because the thing, once you have the card up top, like you can't tell that's a real deck. You can't tell it's real until you do the move, right? It becomes a real deck. Please be famous. Now that's not something I was expecting here today. Please be famous. What would I gain from being famous? For Magic, it'd be here's the thing, right? Y'all know Shin Lim? Winner of America's Got Talent, first magician winner in since what, 2008 or 2004. After he won HVT, he could have any gig he wanted. Like he had, ultra rich billionaires just hiring him because they could and they have the money. They don't even care about magic. They just want to hire Shin Lim. And he was going through it, man. And I don't know if he's still going through it, but he was going through it. Because even though he's working at his craft, some of the people that he's gotten the attention of, they just don't care. They're just there because he won the game. And I just lost the game. That's crazy. Okay, let me catch up on chat really quick, because I don't know if the more recent people that just hopped in the stream know, but all of this is in the corner of my room, and this is the opposite corner of my room from where my PC is. So I gotta go over here to read from a game. No, this is BGM from I forgot to click it on Twitter. But it was IQ lowering. I'll put it in the chat later. If you look at my other streams, I do have the edits there. I totally forgot to do that. What's on the low? those honestly, to me, that's my kind of humor. I mean, that kind of the why the hell would you do that kind of stuff? But it doesn't fly well at actual gigs. I have one friend that that's it. He loves doing tricks like that. Oh dang, I can't do the eating the coin thing because obviously that would require putting the coin in my mouth on camera. What's the dumb thing that I can do? Okay, it'll probably come to mind eventually. But I love that kind of stuff. I've tried so hard when doing magic tricks to stop making divorce jokes and stuff like that. I'll be like, oh yeah, no, this trick I learned from my wife's boyfriend. But all the people my clientele tend to be of the age where they're actually going through that kind of stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're up to date. There was a thing that I thought about doing. Oh, this one will be really fun. Now, all this has been sleight of hand stuff. That's the stuff I wanted to show off. But this one right here is going to be a little different. Right. Just play along. Just play along. So imagine, Risk, we'll do this with you. Imagine that we have 4 playing cards in this little packet here, yeah? It's a game of imagination. Now, imagine that those 4 cards isn't too hard. Now, also imagine that those are the 4 queens. And here's a really tough part. Imagine that I remove 2 of those queens, and they're both matching colors. Did you imagine me removing the red queens or the black queens? And again, this is an exercise in not only imagination, but what we can do with only 4 cards. So again, I remove 2 cards, and you imagine something. I don't know what you imagined, but did you imagine me removing the red queens or the black queens? And I don't know how bad the latency is here, but hopefully we'll get it within the next minute. But just in case, I won't touch the cards or anything, because this is not a sleight of hand trick. At the age where friends are getting married, I don't know, maybe you are. No. None of my friends are getting married. No, I know a lot of them are actually single, mostly because they're League players. No. Legit. Like all the friends I have are either like League players or magicians, and those are like the worst. Okay, I'm not getting an answer here. If anybody else wants to say red or black, removing the red queens or the black queens. Oh. Red. Okay, perfect. Red. So we have the red queens, and that means we have the queen of hearts and the queen of diamonds. Those are the red queens. So Ice Fox, imagine me turning one of those queens face up and putting it back into the packet. Did you imagine me turning face up the queen of diamonds or the queen of hearts? And whichever you say, that will be the card that is faced. I haven't played League in weeks. Okay. Hearts, the queen of hearts. Perfect. Now, Ice Fox, you made the decisions here. You imagine 4 cards. You remove the red queen. Of the red queens, you chose the hearts to be face up. And here's what's really fun. Because now we step outside of the world of imagination and into the world of reality. We do have 4 cards in this packet. They are the 4 queens. And only 1 queen is face up. What this means is entirely up to you. There was no sleight of hand, clearly. But I also want to point out that this might have been just a 1 in 4 chance. I could have just turned one of them over. I might have done sleight of hand, but here's the thing, I don't want you to give me credit for the wrong thing. And that's why, Ice Fox, I was so sure that you would choose the Queen of Hearts that I took this out of a completely different deck. And in fact, I was so sure that you would choose the Queen of Hearts and not the Queen of Diamonds or Clubs or Spades that I didn't bother bringing the rest of the cards at all. And that is an exercise in mentalism. I love this thing. It packs small, plays big. I could ask for nothing more in a card trick. At least that's what I thought. Until I figured out how to do this thing. A full deck of cards here. Somebody. Now wait. I don't think we've done a trick for you just yet. I'm going to show you a trick with the aces. In this deck, I do have 4 aces, but something's going to happen to them. Before we get to that though, I want you to give me the name of any playing card. But really think about it. Don't make it the first card you think of. If you're thinking of one now, change your mind. Because we need to make sure that this isn't a psychological kind of influence. Most people say the Ace of Spades, Queen of Hearts, 7 of Diamonds. You can say one of those. It's entirely up to you. But what matters is that it is your choice. And that after you say the name of your card, just say it whenever, type it in the chat whenever. It's important that you don't think, I should have changed my mind. Oh God, he put it in Spanish. Okay, what does it say? Oh, the treble. Is that clubs? Is that clubs? Look it up. Treble in English. What the fuck did it translate to Chinese? Look at this. Translate to Chinese. Oh my god, it is not giving me. Come on. Stop translating to Chinese, goddammit. Oh my god, no. English. No, I'm not translating from. Okay, okay, 3 of clubs. Or 5 of clubs, goddammit. Alright, 5 of clubs. Oh, you know what? Now, magic trick just for you. Watch that. Whoa. Oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Whoa. Alright, cool. 5 of clubs. Okay, let's go back to this. Let's not get sidetracked. I did say this was a trick with the aces, not with the middle finger. And something did happen to the aces. He actually turned face up. This is Ace of Hearts. Ace of Clubs. You know what? Hold on, let me think about this. Because I want to make sure I get this right. Because remember, it's not about the aces, it's about your card. And it would be one thing if I could show the card, show the aces have turned over. But I think it'd be way better if I could do something rather than just with the aces. Do something with your card. The back of this ace, I wrote the. The back of this ace, 5. Back of this ace, of. Back of this one, clubs. That could have gone better. Could have gone better. You know how it could have gone better? I could have written that in Spanish. Come on. Is that not fucking banger, dude? Is this not like is this not one of like the best tricks in existence? I love this. This is like one of my favorite things. And the only thing that I would change about this is that I would just do it more. Because honestly, this thing packs small, plays big, plays massive, goddammit. And there is one little bit in the beginning, but I won't get into that. And oh my goodness. So I hope you remember that, Naui. That's what got you enough to treat. No, it's actually messed up too. I looked it up and it gave me like Chinese, and then I clicked Chinese and hit English, and then it translated from English to Chinese, and I'm going all over the place. But yeah, one of my favorite tricks. You legitimately got to choose any card, and that is probably one of the strongest effects I have. So happy I was able to share that with you. Now I'm just having fun. Because I don't have a performance tomorrow. I do have a performance in 2 days, and then the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that. So I have a lot of stuff that I'm gonna have to go. But while we're here, what do you? Oh, you don't want to know that risk. You don't want to know that. Just over here. Let's show off what we got. This is my close-up gigging box. Now, since I was doing a bunch of tricks earlier, we do have stuff like all over the place. These cards I don't even need. I'll do something with. This card. What were these? Was this a deck I did the trick with the box earlier on today with? Probably. Blue card on me somewhere. Can you tell that I'm not used to doing magic for a screen? Let's see this. Okay, this. I'll figure that out later, because that is the deck that I use the most often. Oh, there's my card. Okay, so this is the box that I use. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. God. 5, 6. I have about 6 decks of cards in here, and I have taken some out because some of this stuff I was using over here. How much is the few decks. Honestly, now Alex makes fun of me for this, but I don't actually spend too much. I do have a collection of like over 100 at this point. And shit, hold on. That looks so sick. Thanks, camera. But decks of cards, I mean, it really depends. There are some trick decks. I personally don't like using trick decks. Besides like this one, the one I showed you guys earlier. But cards do really feel vastly different. Like this one over here, regular bicycle, it's alright. This one over here, 20 bucks. Oh my goodness, it feels so good. Spend more on that than so we got four different Sharpies. One of them's the flash one, which I love this thing, dude. One gold Sharpie, one Sharpie that says 6 of hearts on it, just in case somebody happens to pick the 6 of hearts, and I can be like, oh, that. Other stuff that I have here, oh, massive pen. The trick I do with this is actually really funny. This is one of the ones I reserve for kids. Crap. We're fine, we're fine. I'll briefly show it off. I mean, you already know what the kicker's gonna be. I love it. See, fires. Oh god, that is 30 back. So it's a fun little effect. You just have these holdouts. You have a little show off a little penny. The magnifying glass, you do this. Now, it's when I put the magnifying glass up, and if I put it to the camera at the exact right angle, you see that it actually looks a lot bigger than it is. And that's the fun part about all this kind of stuff. Because if I go here, like, crap. Well, the reveal was kind of off, but the coin becomes big, and you can hand that out to the kid, which is really, which I love. And then after you take it back, after you take the coin back, then you can do something like this, and it becomes the massive coin. And oh my goodness, this is such a fun little, it's a fun little move, dude. Now, you probably saw all like the pocket management, that kind of stuff, but I just want to show you like how fun this stuff can be. Like, even if you know how it's done, right? The fact that, you know I switched it out. But it's just so fun, dude. And this is the kind of magic that I like. That also brings me to different fresh X. Oh yeah, dude. Another one that I've actually been working on, it's the sponge ball routine. I did this at a birthday a while ago. I wore an orange shirt and just went like this. Took a little bit of orange fluff. Kind of see it, right? But if you give it a wave, it actually turns into a little spongy ball. This is really fun. This part that if you get a little rub like this. Wow, crazy. Watch, one ball goes into this end, one ball goes into this end, and I would hold this, hand this out to somebody else. You hold on to that, and then this would disappear. And they would open up their hands, and this thing is so good. So one card, one ball in each hand. It's almost said one card. It's that quick. One in here, one in here. It's a really basic move, but it's so nice. Oh yeah. I think it was one here, one into the pocket. One disappears and it ends up back in the pocket. This one. And then, oh man, I forgot the routine, dude. It's been so long. One here, and this one actually goes into the pocket and comes out empty, and both balls end up back here. Hopefully that one fooled you. If this one didn't fool you, then hopefully the other one did. And the way I end this is I actually take both balls, hand it to somebody else, then they open it up and it's like 4. And if you have like a bunch and you load them, oh my goodness, it's so strong. Yeah, kids love like the well, not even kids. The best part when they do magic for like birthday parties and stuff. Well, first is when you get the kids like going like, wow, that's so cool, and the parents are like, whoa, how do you do that, right? Or they go, whoa, like how do you do that? And then because they're kind of like playing off of it, like, well, we'll increase the enjoyment that the kids are having. But then once they get into like, well, this one, that's what happens with this one, right? It's a cute little trick. When I do the penny one, like when the adults are fooled by it, you can see their eyes go when they go like, what just happened? And depending on the vibe, like some parents will actually just like start cursing and then they'll immediately realize and be like, oh wait, I shouldn't say that in front of the kid. But again, like the sleight of hand, I've had card matching. I have no idea where any of my stuff is anymore. So much stuff away. Okay, there's the regular deck. Oh wow, I love how my avatar just like slides off. Yeah, so that's really. I think we accomplished the goal for today's stream. We did a little bit of magic. You know, we had several people that we did brand new effects for. Which, like, I guess the IQ. Oh, see, the thing is, I can't hear the music. I just have it up on OBS. Let me know if you need me to lower it or anything. But I listened to it a little bit just on my phone. I was like, okay, that's fine. But yeah, it's totally part of the bit here. I always wanted some music like that, dude. Oh, let's do I have a list of all the things that I'm working on. Where is it? Armando Lucero, multiple selection, James Brown, Cards Across. Oh my goodness, Equivoque. Man, some of these are so nice. The hard part about doing magic is like, or doing magic on screen, is that there's so many tricks that just won't work unless you have somebody right there with you. Effects. Being back, ambitious card lock. Oh yeah, I guess we can do ambitious really quick. That one's a really nice one. Oh, card warp. Oh my goodness. Oh my. I'm just having fun right now. Let's go with I want that one. Right. Two cards. Queen, two of diamonds, and a Queen of Hearts. Same Queen of Hearts that Ice Fox shows. This one's going to be a little different. I'm actually going to be folding up cards. This one, fold in half just like this. Impress you? All right, cool. We'll do it. This one will fold in half just like that. And you know what? I invite you to lean in towards your screen and pay as close attention as you want. I'll even put this deck away to the side. Two folded cards, yeah? Side, Queen of Hearts, two diamonds. And this one, has anybody seen the movie Interstellar? I know this is, you know what, I just realized how weird of a question this is, considering I'm like the guy that is known for not watching any movies. But there's this moment in Interstellar where there's like a wormhole, right? And you might have seen this strip before, where you have like a piece of paper and you have a dot from A to B. You draw a dot and a line, and that's how you get from A to B. But if you have a wormhole, then you fold the paper and jab the pencil right through. It's a really, not overdone, but it's a classic. It's a classic, and I do like it. The thing is, I had a problem with it. It didn't really look like it was, you know, a wormhole. Like you're literally just folding a piece of paper and stabbing it. It doesn't look cool. So I came up with this. If you could take two folded cards and put one folded card through a wormhole, it would look a little something like this. Watch as it goes back through. You know what? I'll even show you the other side. I'll even put it diagonally. This. Have you see the moment? Almost 3/4 through where it comes right there. You can see. Build the Queen of Hearts on this end. Build the Queen of Hearts. The weirdest part though is that you can actually get it to a point where you can see both ends. And now if this were Interstellar, or any of those TV shows where that trope happened, I would open this up and show you exactly what goes on. But in this case, I think it's much better, much more poetic, if I break the process right in the middle. Show you. That we did actually create something that doesn't belong here. Let me know what you think about that one. Because I started that before you said impress me. Did I impress you, Ice Fox? Did you like it? Or it shouldn't be did I impress you? Did you like that trick, Ice Fox? First of all, was it fooling? And if it was fooling, was it also entertaining? That's the thing magicians always have to think about. Like, sure, it's cool if you can fool somebody with it. It's cool if the magic, works. But if you can have it, like, if they can walk away from it thinking, or having like a different outlook on something, or feeling that like they've experienced something that isn't just magic, like, coming out with a story or something. That's what, this is all about. Murder those cards. Oh yeah, dude, it's worth it though. Is this not a good trick? It's not banger. My brain just went numb in a good way. Yes, that's what we wanted. Let's go, babe. So this one, oh my goodness. And the best part of this, you can hand these out to the other person. They can keep it forever, which really is just a way for the magician to get rid of some trash. Oh my god, you know what? Bro, I forgot he had this. Chuck E. Cheese playing cards, baby. Oh, this is so ass. This is terrible. I hate these. I was gonna do a trick with these, but I straight up just refuse. I refuse to do magic with these. I'll do some cardistry with them. Yeah, let's see what we can do with this. My god, look at the reflection. You can tell these are made out of plastic. For reference, plastic cards are not good. Avoid plastic cards at all costs. Cheese to me, oh my god. Honestly though, there's so many there didn't used to be like good quality like collaboration cards or like licensed cards. Dude. More recently though there have been, and you know what? He's screaming. Kyle's screaming. Wait, let's do some card changes. Let's do some look good? No, this one doesn't look. Let's do wow, this is so terrible, dude. Alright, cool. So we'll use the two of spades here, right? I'm gonna really watch my angles here, because I don't think I've actually done this one. Watch that two of spades. Changes into the look how shiny it is, the Jack of Hearts. Wow, this is so ass. I mean, it worked, but like, god, it feels terrible. So watch that. What is this? The two of clubs. Watch that two of clubs. Changes into the King of Diamonds. Wow, look at that. Isn't that crazy? And watch that King of Diamonds as it goes back into the deck and changes again into that one did not look good. How is this? How is from NAF? Alright, fine. I'll find something better for you. Because I have soak it in, buddy. Yeah, read them and weep. Wait, you know what? While I'm here, I do want to try something. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's like probably not gonna work. This one is going to actually. Hold on, I gotta show you the Ace of Spades. Oh my god, take a look at that. Is that not the best card you've ever seen? Soaking in was this fun. Oh, okay, that's a good one. Yeah, whatever. Anybody, name a playing card, and that's a playing card that we're going to use. Not the Ace of Spades though, or any of the aces. So just name one. Anyone will be good. I know, right? Dude, all these are so good. Focus, focus, focus. Anybody, just name a playing card and that's one we'll use. And if now he says clubs, I'll at least know what clubs is in English or in Spanish. You know, in Japanese, they don't say playing cards, they say torampu. Because gambling's like outlawed. J. Bro said J and nothing else. Jack of what? Oh, you know what? There you go. Jack of something. Somebody else give me a Jack of hearts. Alright, cool. Jack of hearts. So that is what. Dude, you. See, this card is speaking. Oh, look at that autofocus. Hold up, that's clean as hell. Look at that focus. But all right, that's that's the card you chose. All right. So watch that Jack. I'll put it here. We'll put it back into the deck. Yeah. We'll cut it back in there. Here's what's gonna happen, right? All I have to do is snap my fingers, and your card is going to turn over in the deck. So all these cards are face up right now. Your card is going to be face down. We'll go through it. You might actually see that we do have one card over here face down. That is Ace of Spades. No, it's not your card. It's not that kind of trick. No, the trick is that your card appears underneath the box, and I'm hoping that worked. Because again, misdirection based on sight is really hard across the screen, but if it's strong enough, we should be able to get it working. Now, just curious, did anybody see when I put the Jack underneath the box? And I will have to like wait a second. Let's go, baby. Oh my goodness. Alright, but now we watch really close. Yeah, watch really close. Jack of hearts, right? Well, because you know I turned it over, and when you weren't looking, I basically just slid it underneath the box, right? And that's the part that people usually don't see, right? I mean, SpongeBob deck, right? But people usually don't actually see the switch. See, this is no longer a card. It's the Ace of Spades, the most powerful card in the deck, and if you're wondering where your card is, it's on top of the box. Just stand here for a second and let that sink in. Hopefully that one worked as well. It's harder the second time, but we'll be honest when it comes to the sleight of hand stuff, because now you know what to expect. But let's do one more thing, yeah? Because we had the Ace and the Jack. Those are the cards that keep coming back, right? So, one under the box, one on top, one under this box, one on top of this box. But people tend to not notice. Oh yeah. So you didn't see that one happening. Maybe, I don't know, did you see when they both swapped out? Were totally different aces? Ace of diamonds, Ace of hearts. That's the part that tends to get people. If you're wondering where the Ace of Spades is. It's actually inside my pocket. That's Ace of Spades in my pocket, Ace of Hearts on the table, Ace of Diamonds on the table as well, and just as promised, I will actually find your card. And that's why the Ace of Spades is so magical. There, Jack of Hearts. So this one is another one of my favorite routines. Again, it does work much better in person because of the way this routine is structured, and I don't have as much space as I would like. When I first get that card underneath the box, I do have this kind of cover, and there also is a little bit of a reflection here as well. The one on top of this box is a little different. If you notice, I actually had the deck like this, the box like this the entire time, and I could have actually put a card like this on top and had it look really clean. But I actually much prefer to have it like this because it's much more striking. Because when you look at it, then you're like, whoa. Yeah, I know, it's a perfect card for that. So I get a lessons learned, right? I'm practicing right now. If I could do that differently, I would actually have left the deck like this and place the card on the box like this so that you can't even tell. But you know what? Let's do something else with that Jack of Hearts. There you are. This one's a lot of what's the Jack, right? I'm gonna put it about halfway into the deck. Seems fair? It's not. This is a lesson in card control. Now remember, I was talking about, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or with regular gambling, you always want to have the card up on top. And that's what makes this so fun, because that's the entire point of the trick. Watch one more time, that Jack of Hearts. It's into the center of the pack. You can clearly see it going into the center. And I won't push it down all the way just yet, alright? And that means we have a new top card that's going to be our Ace of Diamonds, yeah? Here's the sleight of hand. The second card is now the Ace of Diamonds, which means that the card on top would have to be the Jack of Hearts. Now this is our sleight of hand, yeah? I'll try to be really fair this time. I'm gonna show this card to you 3 times, right? And 1, 2. A lot of people think this is where the magic happens, but no, it still is that signed, or not signed, well, it still is the Jack of Hearts, right? Put that into the center of this packet. And normally I would actually hand this out and have somebody, There it is. Again, it's tricks that don't work as well on camera, but I mean, hopefully it worked. This one I've done on stream before, like a year. Oh, that's weird to think about. I did this like a year ago. I remember I somehow both Pam and Aga had me like in the recommended. Just turn my brain off and let that happen. Well, let's keep using the Jack. This is a really nice card, dude. So, something magical about this one. But here, let's take the Jack and put it into the center of the pack. This will actually show you that it is going into the center, yeah. And this one's going to be a little different. I did do a version of this very early on in the stream, but this one require a very special shuffle. There's a shuffle that I really like. That's called the Pharaoh shuffle, and that is when you have two. You split the deck into 2 halves and weave them into each other, almost like when you shuffle in Yu-Gi-Oh. Thing is, with this one, it has to be perfect. Every card has to be exactly like one by one by one by one by one. Watch. That's pretty damn close. You know what? I think we'll stick with it. That was only like 1 off. You can clearly see. There's 1 by 1 by 1 by 1. Oh shit! Oh, I put him in face up and face down. You're supposed to shuffle the deck normally, but because now you have face up cards all on this side, and on this side, all face down cards, which is weird. And you know what? Just to piss everybody off. How unsatisfying is that? Pretty unsatisfying, but here's the fun part, right? I'm a magician. Face up, face down, face up, face down. You got this terrible, terrible order. But snap. Every single card comes back. 1. Now I believe this is your Jack of Hearts. There we go. I will be watching you. Oh, thank you very much, Risk. I will admit though, I don't know if I'll be like streaming like this. 'Cause if you look, like the last time I streamed was months ago, and before that I had like another half-year gap. So this is something I just always wanted to do. I don't know if we'll do it more often. I think I will, if I do have something to practice and I just want to like drill it and have actual people here that can watch it rather than just me practicing by myself. I think I might do more streams like this. I can't see myself doing any like traditional like VTubing game kind of streams. I think this is a nice balance of the VTubing thing that I always wanted to do, plus like the magic thing that's actually making me money. So yeah. Thank you very much for your support, man. Because honestly, I am having fun here. Wish I could just snap my decks together, but whoa, look at that! We got the follow notifications working. Wow. I forgot I had those on, man. I also forgot I had the Twitch emotes active. Like if you put the emotes in chat, like they'll pop up on screen. I set that up years ago. Or, yeah, literally years ago, like 2 years ago. And I'm surprised they still work. Updates just constantly mess you up. Look at how pixelized that was. It's terrible. Oh, but y'all gotta see the other designs on this thing. Like the aces are all basically like SpongeBob memes. And the thing is, this is an officially licensed SpongeBob deck. Printed by Fontaine Cards. Now, Fontaine Cards is basically the supreme of cardistry. And cardistry, for reference, is just like fancy card cutting moves. There's a whole community out there of cardists. I'ma head out. I gotta do that to end the stream. Jesus Christ, it's 11 p.m. Goddamn. It's a really cool setup. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on this. Thing is, if I turn the camera around, because I moved a lot of stuff to get this set up, my entire room is just a mess right now. There's like, over here I got like a hand pan, I got like, I have my full body tracking for that. I have like, now, magic wands are very like traditional, which I am not, if you can't tell already. Fontaine, yeah, literally like spelled the exact same. Yeah, so artistry, this kind of stuff, right? Packet cuts, really fancy. Like, hold up, let's see. Let me do ATM. Every move has a name. This one's called ATM because cards come out of the ATM and into the deposit. Dropped a card there. My personal favorite is do I have personal favorite? Oh, my favorite is Bloom. Hold up, y'all will really like this one. So it uses that Pharaoh Shuffle that I was just talking about. Like this. Perfect, 26 and 26. And you square them up, but not all the way. Not all the way. You can see that I have just a little bit. Put them like this. And as you loosen pressure and allow gravity to do its work, you'll actually get a nice flower. Together like this, you can hand them out like that. This thing, dude. I know the angle wasn't as good. I kind of cropped it out of frame, so I'll do that one more time, because God, this thing is so cool, dude. There we go. And here. My favorite move. And I'll actually let it bloom right before your eyes. There we go. Not as good as the first one. Oh, Kyle, yeah. Wait, I gotta do this one for you. So, I actually commissioned Kyle recently. And this is the, move I asked him to. It's the Jaspis cut. And yeah, you actually get to see it in motion now. It's a nice, like, 5-packet spinny thing. Watch the center packet as it spins, and after it spins, it splits. You get this really awesome display. I love this thing, this is my favorite. There's also Worm, W-E-R-M by Dan and Dave. God, I love this one. There's so many just nice cards. Oh, Riffle Fan, come on. Come on, look at that. Oh, I spent so long on this. Yeah, it's the thing you've been drawing, dude. Yo, hit up Kyle for commissions. This dude the GOAT. Yeah, but I love cardistry. There's a spin symbol, which is this. You can see that center packet kind of spin. There's a variation on spin symbol. It allows you to display deck of 3, and then you split it again. Go 4, then close. Oh, and all the one-handed cuts, man. All the one-handed cuts. Charlier cut, one-handed. This actually used to be like a card cheating move. So if you wanted like the ace of spades and you cut the deck like this, you would literally just like reverse the cut to bring it back to the top. So that, you cover that by going like this and pointing at something. Be like, so what's that over there? And then boom, cut the deck. And then people realize it's kind of a dumb move, but it's dumb, but it's cool. And then people came up with stuff like this scissor cut. Then the revolution cut, dude. Oh, where the top packet spins before heading down to the bottom. Yugioh flip. Top part spins all around. And of course the one-handed pharaoh, or the one-handed cut. Into the one-handed pharaoh. Into the one-handed shuffle. I spent 2 years on that. 2 years of my life on this thing, but it's been worth it. It's not like I practiced like every day during those 2 years, but yeah, I'll end off the cardistry jam with this thing. Of course they flub it on the last stream. No, we gotta bring it back. We gotta get it nice. We gotta get it nice. There you go. There you go. Imagine the things you can do with these hands. Oh yeah, you know what I can do with these hands? Watch this. Oh, where'd it go? Okay. Let's see, I was working on. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you the wands. All right, this is sick. So I've actually been working on with my dad. Get these. The thing is, I never actually use the wands because it's like, what are you gonna do with the wands, man? Like it's very old-timey magician. They're cool to have, but like realistic. I mean, it's fun to do like the wand spins, that kind of stuff. This one is actually made out of fiberglass. It's made out of an arrow, you know, like bows and arrows, that kind of stuff. This is actually an arrow tip that's been filed down. Let's see, can I focus on that? Oh yeah, it's not. Focus isn't bad there. This one's pretty cool. Why me? Because it just keeps happening, dude. Oh, there's this wonderful like I don't know if you guys have seen a thing called cups and balls. I don't have cups or balls. Well, I do have the ball. So cups and balls. So you'd have the so you'd have a cup and a ball, right? It's just it just sticks under there. The ball goes underneath the cup, yeah. And how does this work? Oh yeah, this is so you have the ball underneath the cup, right? And you have the wand underneath here. Watch, so this goes in here, and you take the wand, and you wave it over the hand, and it disappears, and the ball actually appears underneath the box or the cup. That's the basic move, and the wand like helps facilitate that action. But, dude, let me try that one more time. That didn't look too bad on camera, but I also wasn't looking. So let's see, wand here. Got the ball underneath the box. Ball goes here. Take the wand, give it a wave, and the ball disappears, but it ends up underneath the box. Somebody screenshot that thing from Kyle and OOCM. Put him in out of context. Balls. It does feel nice to use. Like it does feel nice to use. Do it again. I did it again. I did it twice. So hopefully that was the flag there. But these ones. Take a look at that. Come on, focus. Focus. Yeah. That is a shell. That is a bullet casing. 9mm. And you can see like the. See, I don't shoot, but like these ones are so sick. Come on, focus again. Focus again. Hello, camera. Hello, magic. Dude, the timing on that was actually sick as hell. Yeah, it would look better if the box wasn't transparent. I don't have like a thing on me like that. I guess I could use a deck box. Again, that's not a trick I do, but if you want to like after this, after the stream, or if you want to look it up now, I would also be totally fine with that because it is so fucking cups and balls. That's the name of the trick. I don't know if you've gotten this video recommended, but it's like the second oldest trick in the world or something like that, and it's some old dude doing cups and balls. It's alright. I've seen some crazy people do cups and balls. You can see G-A-Z-Z-O Gazzo on Penn and Teller Fool Us, and he has probably the best cups and balls routine I've ever seen. So Penn and Teller Fool Us, Gazzo. That is, God, you can watch that video and just be amazed. And I got to see him perform that stuff live. So, but it is very sleight of hand, because there's a move. There's a move that uses a wand, and I'll just briefly show it because I don't know how to do it. And also I don't think many people actually do this either. But it's like a little wand specific. Actually, God damn it, that's fine. I have more. But you would have the coin or the ball in this hand, and you do a little wand spin above, then underneath it, and then while it's underneath, that's when you actually grab the ball to this hand. Boom, that disappears, and then you load it underneath the cup. But yeah, wands. Like the only people that use wands are the people that do cups and balls and stuff like that. And some people also do like wand vanishes. I don't know. This one will not look good. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. Look at that flash, dude. Let me try that again. Let me try that again. 2, 3, and then 2, 3, back. I look better with this. 2, 3. Oh crap. Yeah, it works sometimes, and it works sometimes. Yeah, so I do like that he had these. You can go limp. There actually is a gimmick like that. There's a little thing that's you can look it up too. It would be really funny if you just had one of these and did it for like if you have like younger cousins or something. It's called the breakaway wand. So it's literally just like a classic magic wand, but it just splits apart into pieces and has like one string connecting it, so it just literally goes limp. So it's this entire like a comedic thing where you go out and you go, "Hey kids, I'm ready to do some magic. Yeah, I got this magic wand," and then you look away and the wand goes down. They're like, "Whoa, the wand went down. What are you talking about?" And you look over and it comes back up. Honestly, like the secret about performing magic for kids, specifically under like 6, is just you don't even need to do magic, bro. You just be funny. Yeah, we've all had that from, yeah. Another camera angle. This one really was the best angle though, because the wand's going here, right? That's what it looks like in slow motion. Actually, that's a good angle. Hold on. Yeah, that's not bad. Well, not bad as in it's better than what it was before. Ooh, oh, wait, that was kind of sick. Hold up. Ooh. I was thinking about doing that stuff with coins, because I do have like a 2 coin routine or 3 coin routine. It's all sleight of hand. There's 1 coin, right? Another one. That's 2, right? So remember that we have 2 coins, but I did say that this was a 3 coin trick, and there's the 3rd. You can hear them go, but tend to not see them go. So that's the first phase of the routine. The second phase, I actually just do the same exact thing a lot quicker. Wait, dude. No, I'm fine. Not that it matters anyway. Y'all see my face. There's the 1 coin, right? And you get 2, and of course we end up with 3, right? So there's the 3rd coin right there. So remember, we have 3. There's 1. First one. There goes the 2nd coin right about here. Oh, that didn't look very. Do that one more time. So 2nd coin goes this. Last coin. But the last coin has to go back. Oh no, you really are supposed to make all of them go, so watch. And that is the 2 coin routine. I was thinking about putting a wand with that one, but it just hasn't worked out for me. That's what's always tough about this kind of stuff. Because it's so many props that I have that I just don't have time to use. That one, I was looking at it from across from the camera, and I was like, oh, that one does not look as good as it should. There's so many vanishes that like. Oh, this one, very angle specific. terrible. Hold on. Yeah, dang it. It won't work. Sometimes it just don't work. There's also like sleeving you can do if you really want to. Ooh, that was pretty nice. Actually looked really good. I have to get it back like this. Alright, but you know what? I think I'm gonna call it here. You know, this was a good stream. This was a good stream. I basically did no promo. And had a lot of people in chat. We had some new people, which is always nice. Got to practice a lot of magic. Got to do a lot of magic. And the thing about doing magic, you don't get the reactions that you get IRL. You know, you don't have people like going, "Whoa," or saying, "How do you do that?" So it's nice when it's nice when you get to do it online at people, you know, button mash or keyboard mash or stuff like that. So yeah, I think we're gonna end it off with just one last thing here. And that is, well, there was one consistent theme that we have going on here, and that is cheating. And you know exactly what's gonna happen here because I just need one more number named, and you know what's gonna happen. You know how it's done, but you just need to see it one more time. That's what I want to leave you with. We just need one last number between 1 and 52. We need alerts with O and click. I don't want to set up the stream any more than that. I don't want to set up like noises. It's so much effort. And with okay, maybe if I stream more and if this is a consistent thing, because I feel like I could have a lot of fun if I have this stream and just have my IRL magician friends watch, because then that would be a really nice conversation. That'd be fun for other people too to get to see how this works, but at the same time, that means they know who I am, and that kind of ruins the magic that we have of me not telling you who I am, even if we know who I am in the first place. It was funny. I had the last stream I did. It was the collab stream with Alexa, and one of my IRL buddies came in. He just mentioned my name, and I was just like, oh, okay. That was an actual advertised stream where you have people going through. Any numbers? If not, I will make a card production. Oh, which is a fancy way to say I'll get one card to look at. Oh yeah, I do need my mouse. This is the best part of having a. This is the best part about having a close-up. This is better than any any mouse pad. 44. God damn it! Why do you keep choosing all the ones that are close to the end? God damn it! But you know what? I guess it works. It's thematically appropriate. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 20. I flubbed it. Oh my god! I messed up the seconds on the last part. Wow, this is actually terrible, dude. The fact that I do all of this and try to end it off nicely, and it all ends in flames. We do have what three numbers. So you know what, we'll use those three. We have 40. We'll do 18 here. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18. So that's our first card. That is going to be the Ace of Diamonds. That's a pretty good card. But of course, next up we do have what? 5. Let's see, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, and that I believe be our Ace of Hearts. That's 2 aces, and we do have 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 44, and that should be third ace, the Ace of Spades. I do have one last one, don't we? We do have one last one. We don't know where that one is. The most important ace of them all. Well, you know what? That's a lie. The most important ace was the Ace of Spades, because, I mean, come on, Squidward. We do have one last one. And if you look through, really pay attention, you'll see that we do not have another ace. Queen, tens, joker, another Joker, a Jack, 10, King, Joker. Not in there. And to really end off the stream, I'd have to have a big reveal. I'd have to take the mouse off the pad. Take the aces off of the pad. Put the deck away. Lift this up and show you that there's actually one card underneath. That happens to be the last ace, the ace of clubs, and I think a flash, but you know what, that's good enough. It did not look as nearly as good as I thought it did from my angle, but hopefully it looked alright from yours. Don't go back and watch that in slow motion. I will know. And here's the thing, if you do watch any of the tricks I did here in slow motion, because it is a way you are going to find out how I did it. If you do that, just make me a promise. Promise me that you will actually learn how to do some magic for yourself. Because it is a wonderful skill to have, even if you don't do like the crazy sleight of hand stuff that I do, even if it's heavily procedure based, math based. It is so fun. Gets you so many connections. It's a very human experience. It's a very artful experience. And that is what I want to leave you all with today. Oh, and one massive announcement that I've been waiting to give for all of you. I just want to say, I'm so excited to finally announce that I am going to be